don't understand this. Like, is this a thing? Okay guys, part 2. I make videos every Wednesday and Sunday, all design and fashion related. I love to share with you all my tips and tricks. If that is something you're into, please remember to hit subscribe below and ring my bell so we can become best friends here on the internet. Okay guys, let's get started. Next, let's talk about Chanel. So we have the price increases, and then we also have the new codes that they're putting in there, a scannable code, and different things that I've heard about Chanel. Again, all rumors. So a rumor about the new codes that are coming out, and instead of the date codes, things they're actually gonna have a chip inserted that can be scanned. The rumor has it that the reason that these have come into place is because the super fakes are so good that associates cannot tell the difference anymore. They can't tell the difference. They're so good. What they will do, they'll take bags that are actually the same numbers, the bags exist, the numbers exist, they steal it, and they put a bag together so the bag looks completely, it's all the same material, it's everything, all this stuff, the numbers match when they look it up, but they aren't real. It is scary, guys. So they have come up with these chips. They don't tell you where they are. They're not gonna give you access to be able to scan them. You'll have to go to a store to scan to see if they're real, but that's why they're doing it, is because the fakes have gotten so good that fakes have been returned. And I have seen videos. 404 California had done a video, I think it was like a year ago. She no longer does videos. I think it was a year or two ago that she had gotten some Chanel boots that she had gotten from Saks, and they were fake. They came from the warehouse, and most likely they were returned. Like, they looked really good, but that there was things that were just off about them. Stitching, weird. She goes, if anything, these are quality issues, maybe something like that. And she got them, and most likely they are fake. I believe she had people look at them and they said they believe them not to be authentic. So guys, did this happen? Do you think this happened? Does this make sense? Are you upset that they're going to be a code that you can't scan? Like, I don't live near a store, to be honest. Like, I don't live near one. So, I mean, I guess I would have to travel like 2 or 3 hours. So if things don't have codes anymore and I'm buying them secondhand, having to go to a store to get it verified, I just don't know how that is going to work. So it's kind of scary that the super fakes are so good that you can't tell the difference. Next, let's talk about the Chanel price increases. And obviously they've been super dramatic, and we kind of all figured that these were coming because during the pandemic, Chanel's stores were closed, right? You could only limit how many people could come in. They weren't really doing online sales. I was able to get stuff through like my essay, through Saks and stuff like that. So some sales were still going on, but certain products they don't want to ship to you. So they took a loss in their sales. So why we have all these price increases? And I was thinking, I'm like, why doesn't Chanel start an online store? Like, just for some things. Like, they don't have to do it for everything, but they could keep their like classic flaps and different things not available, like you have to contact in store. But why not have your ready to wear pieces online? They just have makeup and stuff available. Why not have shoes available online? Why not have these certain things available like all the other places do? Like Dior does it, Prada does it, all that stuff. Why not do that so you don't have crazy price increases? Why not do that, Chanel? So what are your thoughts on this below? Do you think this is something Chanel should do? I understand they just want to try to get people in the store, but people don't really have good Chanel store experiences, and most people don't like it. We kind of feel intimidated going into stores. Personally, like going into a store, I don't need that experience. I just like talking to my essay and getting the stuff sent to me. So let me know your thoughts on that. Do you think that that's something Chanel should do in the future? Would you love that? Because I personally would love that. Next, I have 2 more topics to go over. If this is really long, I might just break this into 2 parts. Some of us YouTubers, are we hurting our essays by exposing gifts that they give? So one of the YouTubers, her name is Sophia, had showed that one of her essays had given her extra hangers. So this is not something that sales associates are supposed to do, but I mean, obviously it was like a little gift, and she was like, hey, I'm gonna give you these hangers, because there are certain hangers that they just kind of don't give out with them. They have the nicer hangers that they put the stuff on, and then they have these hangers. So she had given her away. Basically, it was like garbage to Chanel, but is it a bad idea? Could the essay get in trouble? So for us on YouTube, should we expose that? Like, should we tell people on Instagram and stuff, the things that we get, because we're excited. We're like, it's a little gift, but could us sharing that cause them problems? For example, I'm not going to say what essay this was, but I know an essay admitted to me that there was something on my wish list that I had wanted. There was a list of people that were ahead of me, but she had opened up the items, like she had seen what had come in and she grabbed it and wrung it out for me. Okay, so technically she broke the rules, but you could play, oh, I didn't know there was people ahead and all this stuff, but she did that for me. And maybe she's lying just to make me feel good, but I don't think she is. Like, she's a really cool person. So if I would expose who that person was, what store, all that stuff, the person, what item it was, you guys would be able to figure out who that person is. But I love to share my essays because they appreciate that, because that helped them get more sales during the pandemic when stores were closed. They could ship out and do different things. So I always love sharing them. But are we hurting them by sharing some of the gifts and things that they give us? Because not necessarily this is something that everybody gets, right? Like, I'm someone that has shopped with them for a while. Like, I'm someone that buys lots of expensive items and bags and different things. So should we be exposing these things? Is it hurting our essays by talking about the gifts and the little perks that they give us? Discuss. The last thing I want to talk about is something I've really been thinking about lately. So are we putting ourselves at risk being luxury influencers in general? So I don't know if you saw, I'll put it down below, but Mara, she is a luxury YouTuber. She's been around forever. She's been in the fashion industry and does all these things. She has beautiful Instagram pictures. And I always love her style because she loves really unique things. And I love how she's not afraid to get fun pieces and style them and put them together in really unique ways. And she had a huge collection of shoes and handbags, and I always admired her and I always love her videos. Well, she recently, her apartment had gotten broken into and all of her stuff got stolen. Luckily, no one was hurt or anything like that, but it's such a violation. And people follow her on Instagram, so they knew she was out of town. Like, she was targeted for all of her pieces because it was all of her luxury pieces that were taken. Are we putting ourselves at risk by being in the luxury thing? So I try not to share what I do for a living. I try to be cautious of sharing where I am. Even like when I'm on vacation and stuff, I try to do things like not in order, like I'm not really gone. It's like when I'm coming back, I'm posting pictures. Like, I try to not post that. And usually we have, security system. There's always someone staying in my house when I'm gone. But am I putting my family at risk? Because people could figure out, based on like pictures and things I've done, could narrow down my location and figure out where I am. Like, it's super scary. So it's something to think about. Are we putting ourselves at risk by just doing this? By just like talking about things we love? Are we making ourselves a target for theft? Even people that have beautiful, luxurious homes. Kyle from The Real Housewives, she got all of her Birkins stolen. Like, she got everything stolen out of her brand new house. And you would think people like that would have amazing security systems and things. Like, how is this happening? So I would just be very curious to like talk about that. Luckily, I don't want to be a big luxury influencer. I don't want to be those things. I just like the friends that I'm making. I just kind of want to stay under the radar. I do like making a little extra money doing YouTube. But mostly for me, it's like making the friends and different things like that. But am I putting myself at risk? If I become bigger, I kind of hope that I'll just be under the radar, like not a super crazy YouTuber, but what if that happens? What would I do? So that is something I would just like to discuss, like other YouTubers, people, do you feel like, obviously I do the same thing when I'm going certain places. I won't carry a luxury bag, right? There's certain things that I try to do to protect myself when I know I'm going to certain areas to not make myself a target and be like head to toe luxe. But by just being on the internet, by us just sharing that we have these things, are we making ourselves a target? Let's discuss in the comments down below. Okay, guys, we have gotten through all the drama. I'm very parched. I need to get my beverage here. But let me know if you like these kind of videos. Like, this one's long. I might make this 2 parts because I don't want you guys not to get all this stuff, because I think this is all good information that we should discuss. So if I make this 2 parts, I'll put the same intro as it is. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this stuff. I would really appreciate to hear from you in the comments down below. And as always, I want to thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again. Bye, guys.